Live from Milton, Pennsylvania, this is the Nearly Famous CD Show. And now, without further ado, here are the stars of the show, Chris Patton and Brandon Kozer. All right, welcome back. Well, here I am. Special show this week. I am in a special place. Anybody can guess what this might be before I expose where I am. I am actually inside the Green Monster in Boston. The Green Monster, for anybody that doesn't know, is the actual scoreboard or the big wall in left field in Fenway Park for the Boston Red Sox. It is the only active scoreboard that is manually changed by a person that has to be in here and put numbers up as runs are scored throughout the game. Pretty neat venue here. Boston is one of the oldest stadiums around and still active. So if you ever get up that way, you got to definitely check it out and do tours. They do tours every day up there. It's really, really neat to see. And so here's some more pictures of that. The reason we chose here is baseball is really taking off locally here for us in Pennsylvania right now. Beautiful day today. We're in the mid 80s today. Tomorrow is actually opening day for Danville. I know our local towns had a few games this week already. High school baseball's already been blooming and, playing all for the last couple of weeks. But this weekend for me locally, our Little League is taking off. Trivia question real quick just to get things started. Quote of a movie. See if anybody can answer in the trivia question in the comments. Quote of the movie. What's the score? Nothing. Who's winning? The Bears. What movie is that from? So if you know that answer, comment and put your answer in the comments and we'll go from there. But so hey, happy baseball season. Looking forward to this. Beautiful weather coming forward and all the times and the kids out there playing ball. But let's jump into it. Our favorite segment. As you can see, I'm here in Boston by myself while Chris is coming up from the southern states. He was out on a trip all week long with counterpart Steve Dawson. So they're out singing in the car together and having a good trip. So we'll jump into our favorite segment, and I'll be doing this one by myself.
The Weekly Update.
So this week we had 5 new drivers join us. I'd like to welcome Alan from Ohio. We got John and Chad from West Virginia, James from North Carolina, and Graphius from Pennsylvania. So definitely want to welcome all 5 drivers. Good group of guys. Busy week for the orientation crew. We have made some changes here in our office staff, the way they cover in orientation. So great job with all of them. Pushing through everything the way they've been doing it. Much appreciated how they're picking up and just keep going with things like that. Make a smooth transition, get everybody out in the trucks and get them rolling the way they want to be. On the flip side, 0 DOT reportables, no lost time injuries, so another great week. Just keep them going. Referral bonus. We actually had a referral in this week's class, which is awesome. Referral bonus, you get a couple extra bucks after they're here for a couple months. You get some time off to spend at home with your family and whatnot. That's what it's all about, family time, being home safe with them and enjoying the time off. We also have more pictures from Dublin. That warehouse is just booming down there. Jonathan Walker, give him a little credit for these pictures. He took some time out of his day here and sent us these wonderful pictures. So that will be the roof. Look like it's really going up now, and they're going to be putting the walls on here, looks like pretty soon. And this is really turned into a building. So pretty excited to be down there in the next couple of weeks to check that out firsthand. So really looking at like good progress there. So thanks, Jonathan, for taking a second and getting us those shots. Not really sure there's a whole lot going on right now. I know we have some things coming up, some announcements to make here in the near future. Chris is going to have some information when he gets back. I'm sure he'll have a lot to talk about with his trip. So looking forward to next week for sure. We do have a great safety tip this week. So let me jump right into that because, that's definitely my favorite segment. All right, so welcome to this week's safety tip. This week's a special safety tip with special thank you to Dave Edwards for taking his time out of his day and going over the sliding of the tandems of the trailer. So let's take a minute and watch this quick video.
All right, today we're going to be sliding these trailer tandems. This is a air pressurized unit. These tandems will slide with the air pressure release valve. So what you do is you'll pull the engaging pin, and you'll listen for the hiss. I also like to look for the pins engaging. They aren't engaged right now, so that means that I'll possibly have to rock the trailer, or as soon as I turn it on from whatever little slight shake, it might, engage them. So we'll go to the truck. And usually your truck is running by this time, but we'll work through it. So we'll turn the truck on. I did that so you guys could hear me. All right, so the truck is on. I release the parking brake or the yellow brake. And I'm just gonna try to move back. That was the pins engaging. So now I can pull the trailer wherever I like, whether it be backwards or forward. I'm gonna pull it up some. My parking brake. I'll turn that off so I don't have to yell the whole time. I pulled my parking brake. Then I go to see, mine is all the way back. This is totally illegal. This is just for demonstration purposes only. So now I'll see where my pins are, and I'll hit the engage pin. And that way I ensure that the pins are in the holes. Sometimes you'll have a pin that's kind of wedged in between the holes. If you don't see a pin bulging out, you typically want to go back in the truck, do the same process, but this time you want to engage the trailer brake, right? Just so that it'll build pressure to the tandems or to the trailer, and then release it again so that it's engaged. So when you do find a hole or you pull it into a hole, it engages and locks. All right. So that's pretty much sliding the trailer brake, tandems. Thank you. Back to you in the studio.
So very important there, we want to make sure, guys, girls, those tandems are very, very important. We want to make sure that those pins are locked in place, as, Dave showed you there, and appreciate, special thank you to Dave for taking the time out and explaining that to you. We did have an incident, a close call the other day. Definitely want to make sure that those pins are locked in, because, it is very dangerous. They can slide out the backside, and you have a lot of weight rolling down the highway or something that, could just cause a huge catastrophe. So we want to make sure we're checking those pins, double check that before we get going down the road. If you have any issues with that, make sure we call the shop right away, and they'll be more than happy to help you adjust it or send somebody out to get them locked in place. If you have any questions with that, please feel free to reach out to myself, Dave himself, or even Bobby, or just get a hold of the shop. Like I said, they'll take care of you. So I guess until next week, stay safe, enjoy time with your family when you get there. And want to do our sponsors here quick, I guess, Patton Logistics Group, Patton Warehousing, Wattstown Trucking, Patton Logistics. We couldn't do it without them. Couldn't bring this show to you without them. But we also couldn't do it without all of our support from you guys and our customers. So everybody out there supporting us, from all of our companies and all of our customers. So everybody out there, enjoy the nice weather this coming week, and we'll talk to you next week.